Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Brian Daniels here with another Is It Good review, and this time we're going to be doing a review of A Knight's Quest. And just like all my other reviews, this is done in real time. No edits, no jump cuts, no anything like that whatsoever. So let's just get right into it. So, this is a game developed by Sky9 Games, published by Curve Digital. And I'm going to tell you something. If you're a big fan of The Legend of Zelda games, and we're talking like Majora's Mask, Twilight Princess, things of that nature, this is going to be the game for you. You're going to really enjoy this game. I have enjoyed this game. I'm going to show you guys an early section of the game. As you can see, I'm just kind of cycling through the menus. What I love about the game is that when you get to the main menu, when you see your character just standing there, that's where you're at in the game. It's literally going to just take you right in. Like, there's no loading. So you boom, like you're right in. So anyway, this game is an action-adventure game, and it has you playing as character Rusty, who, through a series of some really bad events, is gonna have to basically save the world and save his town. And much like in that Legend of Zelda-esque gameplay, you're gonna be going through some dungeons. There's gonna be some puzzles you're gonna have to solve. There's some inventory management, which in this game is pretty well done. You're gonna be able to do some things like you can't do in the Zelda games. Like here in a second, you're gonna see Rusty wall run and be able to leap off of there, and which I thought was very interesting for a game of this nature. As you can tell, the graphics in this game are visually beautiful, and I couldn't get over the fact of how gorgeous this game truly looks and how great a job Sky9 Games did when it came to making a game like this. This game is very true to those Legend of Zelda games of old, where there is targeting, a very good targeting system, which is just in that same type of gameplay, where you'll hold down one of the shoulder buttons. This is on the Xbox One, and you'll be able to hold down and attack your foes with great ease, and the targeting system being able to switch back and forth between two different targets. There is a lot of characters that you're seeing here. I'm talking to Grotto and trying to help him find his son that just literally just said he was done with it. There's a lot of different quests in this game. I mean, of course, as the title says, it's not just one quest. There's several different side quests, which I thought was pretty cool. It actually tells you the name of the side quest. It'll show you on the map. Here you're seeing the inventory screen, and you just saw a little bit of the map as well. It does have a fog of war over the map, so in case you haven't been to a section or a part of the map, you're not going to be able to see it. The game is it's been really fun. I've really enjoyed what I have played of this. If you're a fan of any type of adventure game, this is going to be really the game for you. This game is available right now on the PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, and PC. And I mean, honestly, there's a lot of puzzles. There's a lot of collectibles in the game. It does take some cues from Mario 64, for example, Mario Sunshine, like on GameCube, where you'll collect these little cogs, and then there's these red little jewels you have to collect. If you collect them all within the time limit, and you'll hear that here in a second, I'll collect one of them, but I didn't do it, but you get a reward in the form of an item or potion or what have you. If you notice in the bottom left corner of the screen is your quick select for your potions and other items. You just hit down on the D-pad to cycle through, and yeah, and then you can use those items. That way you have quick access to health items or any other potions that you need to use. The combat in this game is very easy. The X button is to attack on the Xbox One. You can dodge roll just like you can also in Zelda. So I mean, I'm just gonna tell you, if you are very familiar with Majora's Mask or any of those type of games, the controls are not going to be foreign to you. They're going to be relatively simple, and you're going to quickly be able to play this game. This is also a platformer, so there is a lot of you know, jumping and climbing and things of that nature to get to certain areas. As you see here, I jump on this mushroom's head and it kind of just gets me all the way across to the next section. There is fall damage, and if you fall from certain heights, you will die. You probably have already seen that by now in this video, me playing and dying a couple times. You can parry your foes' attacks, which you'll see here as well. I'm going to show you the controls. I think I'm going to start doing that in my reviews, pulling up the control layout so you guys can all get an idea of exactly what the controls look like in the games that I review. So I'm going to start doing that with this video. That way, and once again, this is just for the Xbox One that I'm reviewing this on, so sorry, PS4, Switch, PC, I won't be able to show you the controller layout on those games, but the mapping is probably going to be about the same for the Xbox One and PS4 when it comes to holding the controller and using it. But I never felt like the control scheme was difficult. I didn't feel like I had to go way out of my way to maneuver my hands on the controller to make some weird button movements or whatever to try to do what I needed to do. Like, you can parry these guys' ranged attacks, and you'll see that later. After see, there I am falling again into the pit. But the good part is, if you fall, you don't get taken back far away from where you last played. But you're gonna see the control scheme here. It's very simple. B button's parry, A is to jump, X is to attack, Y is to use your items. It's not that difficult, really. There are coins you can pick up around the world. That's another Mario-esque type thing here. As with all platformers, you're going to have some collectibles to pick up along the way. You didn't really have that so much in Zelda, coins or anything like that. I mean, there was rupees, but usually you got those after you beat enemies. I don't really recall there being a lot of those just floating in the world, but as you saw there, I did parry the attack. If you time it just right, you get a perfect parry, and you'll the arrows will hit your enemy. All in all, is this game good? Let's answer that question. Yes, this is a good game, and I would say, I mean, the music is great. It's got a great soundtrack. It's pretty typical of most games of this genre. That very laid-back, happy music. It just kind of depends on what section of the game you're in. Like, here is a major overworld. You see Rusty walking across a bridge there, and there are some on-rails sections. You can jump on those rails, and it'll allow you to, kind of like in Ratchet and Clank style, be able to glide along rails. So, I mean, really, if you like platformers and you like action-adventure type games, it kind of combines and meshes the two together. And honestly, Skyline Games did a really great job of being able to do that and give you lots of different things to do. There's a lot of quests in this game to complete. So for those of you that are completionists, you're going to want to do everything. If I had to absolutely give this game a score, I would give it a 7.5 out of 10. Because it does have its flaws. There are some times where I encountered a few glitches along the way, things like that. Loading times are not that long, but they're not that short, except for like when you first start up the game. There's a little bit of a load, but other than that, that's it. All in all, the game looks great. It's fun. Is it worth buying? Is it good enough for a purchase? Yeah, absolutely. Go give us a buy. There's time trials and things like that. There's a lot of really good dialogue. The combat is similar, I would say, to probably like Spyro the Dragon, if you've played that game, or even Legend of Zelda. But all in all, Skyline Games did an excellent job. I hope we get a sequel to this game at some point. Maybe we'll get another one, and with things being a little bit more polished and fine-tuned. Other than that, this is my review of A Knight's Quest. Go check it out right now. PS4, Xbox One, PC, and then Switch. And for more great reviews, stay tuned here on our Dragon Blogger YouTube channel. My name is Brian Daniels. Thank you so much for watching my Is It Good review of A Knight's Quest. Until next time, see ya!